You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.
Auntie Mommy. Yes? How you please get light soup?
Soba Kaiba don't do am.
Yeah?
Me phone and they charge. Me also always get light. Me picking and able for study. Me na Soba Kaiba.
You dey enjoy?
I for enjoy.
Yes, so plenty Soba Kaiba don boss. Orindoku Nado, the mega campaign all over the country. We dey turn all man to Soba Kaiba. Just dial star 500 hash for activate the Soba Kaiba offer and talk Poku or dial hash 144 hash or use Maxit for pay with orange money anytime, any side and start chance for win. Soba price them every week like solar kit them. Okada generator and every month one person go win keke or they give you the power for build your life, support your family and better your community. You self can live the Soba Kaiba life.
Orange.
At Farmos, freshness isn't just a promise, it's our way of life. From raw and smoked catfish to kanya peppers, beni, rice and gari kanya and natai, from premium crayfish, ogiri and fufu to smoked chicken, fresh eggs from the farm to the fridge, country chicken and garden fresh vegetables. Try our habanero pepper, gari, hot pepper sauce, pure honey and so much more. All locally produced, organically grown, harvested fresh every day, and hygienically processed. A fresher taste, healthier foods, stronger communities. Farmos, fresh from our farms to your home. Visit Farmos at 1 Fode Drive Hill Station, Freetown. Call +232 74 000044.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the first edition of the Breakfast Show for this week, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, where they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also now our websites, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Monday morning. My name na Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today, Monday, the 12th day of January 2026. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show this Monday morning, if you don't follow, political parties them right now, they gear up towards the 2028 elections. Most of the political parties them, go say again, we go begin here, say, then they get them primaries them for let them go get the one them we get for votes for pick them flag bearer candidates them for contest as president now the 2028 elections. And many names on they come up from the public as to people them with them believe say ambitious for be president na salon through them political party them. We make inside this episode today of the Breakfast Show live na Liberty Online TV. We they can look inside the Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer ambition of becoming a president na salon.
Well, as you all know, it don't say we woman them, don't they try forget equal opportunity, just like the man them for contest for various political position them. Well, the 2028 election now one way we don't see woman them, don't they come together as them believe say, then say forget the equal opportunity for participate inside mainstream politics, just like the man them. One party woman they we don't come out openly for the All People's Congress APC party. Now the mayor for Freetown, when Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer, he say he wants for be the flag bearer for the All People's Congress APC party. Well, today at this edition of the Breakfast Show, we can't weigh in, waiting in chance system, waiting for being in message for convince people them na the APC party, especially the delegates them we get for vote for let them get the opportunity for get them candidate we go represent them inside the next general elections we for be 2028. But before we go to Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer in ambition, we see one senior stakeholder at the All People's Congress APC party, first youth minister under the Kurma-led administration, don't they raise concerns say this current executive na the All People's Congress, their mandates, some pan their mandates don't expire and some the executive member then the mandates they expire next month in February. So for them is say they're not legitimate for conduct the lower level election them where they lead on to the constituency elections and for the delegate election. So for them, say them for step aside and set up an interim body way for conduct the election there. But today from PPRC through a press release where they pull say they don't gazette the rules them for the All People's Congress APC party, the lower level election, and then say they not they entertain any objection again. So how this concern where Honorable Almami Kamara the raise gets for all after we PPRC say they not they entertain any objection again after 14 days, the rules them go mature and the APC for go into the lower level election. Well, on the line we get Honorable Almami Kamara, we go can share in concern the way he gets for sake of the executive of the All People's Congress APC party. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, my dear sister Khadija and Mabel. Very long time. Good morning. Happy New Year.
As I don't tell we viewers then this morning, you get concern regarding this current executive of the All People's Congress APC party, and for you believe say they're not legitimate for conduct the lower level elections them way for begin anytime from now after way the 14 days where PPRC don't gazette the election rules them don't elapse. What in are you reason will make you say this current executive not legitimate?
Well, my concerns then simple and straightforward. I go want for seize this moment for appeal to the APC family that this time more than any time in our recent history, law will pay apt and rapt attention to concerns the way they come from various members of the party. Law move away from sentiment and propaganda where some people are not embark on. When people like we speak, I believe I get a moral grounds and authority in the APC, coupled with my character, will every APC member know. This for me is simple. With constitution, me no to lawyer, and I dey refuse for code sections. Then me they talk as a primary politician and I dey talk with logic. We constitution stipulate say na 3 years any office holder of a party for take wey constitute one term. And to the best of my knowledge, I believe say 3 years ago, by this time, the lower level elections, I mean ward members, constituency members, executives at district, constituency, region, they all them, we don't elect them. So by next month, we will be get around the 18th or so or 19th, now we get the national delegate conference. If that is true 3 years ago, what I am saying, by next month, this executive, the current executive from national downwards, then 3 years don't completely elapse. And my own concern is what did the constitution say further? In case there is any situation, is what me they ask the APC people for law look into. What I understand also, the constitution is saying, if we get this kind of situation, we don't be so. We dey expect our executive for having served the party for the 3 years, for me then come back to we, either through an emergency delegate conference or whatever way they stipulate, for make them can explain to we say, now this don't happen. But now we not get time. Because of that, we want for do this, we come to una for can seek una permission. That is what I understand is stated in the constitution. Now we now, as a general membership, get the mandate for now tell us, okay, una concerns are legitimate, una not get time, una want extend 2 months, 1 month, or whatever the time. If we agree with them, they now go na PPRC for go apply. But what to me understand it, what to me no say the time don't do. Imagine they can start primaries now. Like what you say, so the PPRC people rule. They can start primaries. When are they going to complete the elections? They don't go through, they don't go outside the mandate. And every Sierra Leonean or APCian go agree with me, say we don't get a lot of difficulties throughout this executive rule on issues of constitution. We're not able to resolve what concerns them. We're not able to come together. We don't get cases the way people and don't talk. They don't make this executive. We don't try. You have the case of the former flag bearer. Up to now, they're not able to reconcile all to the arena bickering. Na cause na this with Dr. Samura. We don't be flag bearer for 2 times. This executive not able to come to terms with them. We're not able to resolve that in the for let people and get hope and peace within the party. We also see the case of the former vice president, Chief Alhaji Samsumana, where everybody don't talk, he don't make appeal. This executive don't see that at one point they inform with this, that they don't give them right for inside. Another time weary from a long time, they don't fed court business, all sorts of things. Samsumana go to them, he appeal for medicine, they work, you know work.
No, the party don't go through a lot. And I just recently, we know say the PPRC been pulled words, so then finally don't gazette the rules and regulations them for the APC, the lower level elections where they go for conduct, and they not go listen to any petition where go come again. Why throughout this period where the party be there with the PPRC, a long time we know say the party be don't pull schedule way by now, then for don't into them primaries and they, but because of concerns where they come from the membership, then delay all this while. Why now you they bring come another petition where the party already don't go to PPRC don't seal the deal and don't go gazette? Why now?
No, it's not correct. In the first place, let me clarify this. As a very senior citizen of this nation, PPRC on their own not get authority for stop me as a bona fide member of the APC for raise concerns. They get rules where they operate as an institution, and the constitution give them mandate under voting them for do. My understanding is in case any political party go meet them, they get rights. If there are no objections for extend that political party, that executive, they rule by 6 months. But it has to come from the political party itself, not just the executive. My understanding is then people, we executive don't apply, they constitute themselves now to an NDC. Me not to lawyer, but everybody within our APC say this same act what this executive they try for do through PPRC. Now in lead we to this long battle where at the end make them prolong, they're not effectively able to run the elections. So PPRC cannot put a ban on their own when legitimate concerns in the camp. Then they therefore regulate the activities of the political parties. And in the political parties, rules should be followed. Wherein go ensure say internal democracy take place, decent elections, free, fair, credible elections and come, well by extension they go compete in the country. Let's get that one clear. What I'm saying,
now you
when you look at
say this executive not supposed forget the power for conduct them primaries here. Why now?
Because now the time avail to we. Before now they not tell we. Because them be they fed there with Sam Sumana. And what is painful, this Sam Sumana issue, it show clearly for any APC and for sure say this executive get a huge challenge with competence. Because a lot of senior people don't talk. Sam Sumana went to the disciplinary committee. He went to the authorities of the party, the elders. They're not able to resolve their issues there. They expose with the party for take this matter up to PPRC on their own. So this is a mistake and incompetence. That is a bad leadership. And mark you, even when they do the ruling of Sam Sumana, with all due respect and no prejudice, the ruling state say the current deputy chairman of the party, Ambassador Alhaji Fode Usmani Sane, acted in bad faith because he was Secretary General when they constitute themselves to an NDC, NAC, and then take a decision for admit Sam Sumana or whatever happened. Then now they can later then turn down Sam Sumana. That in itself, not to me say, the ruling of the PPRC say he acted in bad faith. And in that token, this is the same man where they are the helm of things, where they act now as chairman. I take it back to the APC people. Is there competence? If there is no competence, what will lead we for drag for make the elapse? Now, poor leadership. So one let the APC people understand, me what they talk so as a senior member of the party, I not get trust, I not get faith. When I analyze the leadership of this current executive, with all due respect to them, they have done well in their own right. But generally, they don't put the party in bad state. They don't ridicule the party to a point we cannot administer, we cannot run, reconcile, or work within past an institution like the PPRC for us. We have to note that. And going forward, we are a political party, having to bring the good, the bad, the ugly for further on our aspirations of politically leading this country and usher in and take forward the development trajectory they know before. But this executive, do your APC people are the big. From what they can of power, may they show we anything tangible they don't do not to rancor. Either they get problem with the former OTSF, and there are precedents. When the same executive they use this constitution, when the former flag bearer, Dr. Samura Kamara, in time elapsed for the 6 months, after election, they say if for cease for become a leader, not to me say, now the same constitution, when I then put her, when the time come, Dr. Samura be look one delay, what did they do? Then go, then get problem with Dr. Samura. And we had clearly the current deputy chair, he said, put on hand over because he go call the police. They got to the former youth leader of the party when constitutionally in time elapsed. So I'm not saying anything different.
And PPRC take time, then look inside all them concerned there where other people in care go during the term. When they look inside Sam Sumana in case. Why you not being care all of the issues there so now the PPRC rather than you wait term where PPRC say they don't look inside all the concerned.
Maybe it was not timely. It was not timely. Understand my point here.
And they know they entertain no other concern again. If PPRC
no, they're not get the authority.
No other concern again. After talking to the media, who else you plan for Kego that you concern there for let them look into them, especially one the way gets for do constitutional matter and legitimacy of the executive was supposed for conducting lower level elections.
Mabel, I repeat with all due respect, the PPRC not get authority for say that without listening to the general membership of the APC. This thing what they talk about, it not been ripe enough for La Rezam. Because now, up to now, they not even pull a timetable. What you will see now something will leak. Now, until when they come, we get right. Now, for instance, they get an IEMC where they be don't vote for now the National Delegate Conference. Now, then for conduct the elections there. But this same IEMC, then save them time, they expire the same time with the National Executive. So for now, if they can start start election. You want tell me say from now to next month, then go conclude everything is what I'm saying. Before now, the issue no arise because then be they pan fet, then be they pan plaba with people where they not able to resolve things. And now one can tell we say they're ready for elections. I am saying under the circumstances, coupled with what me feels a poor leadership, and mark you PPRC say the then Secretary General, now Deputy Chairman, acted in bad faith, will prolong the Sam Sumana case, and that in itself is a vote of non-confidence by me to the executive because they not show leadership, they not show prowess. So now the situation arises. PPRC cannot say I don't have a legitimate right as a bona fide member of the APC for say no. Arrest objection if them people here don't constitute themselves again. They use the same method where they blunder, where they take we behind as a party with some suman, and now then go sit down on their own. They apply to PPRC, say make them permit them, then constitute themselves to an NDC. When we constitution say therefore can meet we with an emergency delegate conference. PPRC will not tell me, and I hope and I appeal to them as a credible institution of the state where they man the activities of the political party, will not tell me that they cannot entertain me. This is a concern. By and large, many APCians not get trust in this executive. Many APCians doubt the competence of this executive. Many APCians believe say these people based on their leadership and what it don't happen, they cannot reconcile us, and therefore we are looking forward to credible, fair elections. How can these same people come within 1 month for making them can do all of this when, as a matter of fact, even the very credibility stand challenge? This is not rocket science. This is simple. PPRC cannot say, not to PPRC they go put ban to win an APCO if I get legitimate concern. No, and in fact when they talk say would I want go to court. No, my own concern is I'm APC through and through. It's not to go to court. It's to appeal to reason. Many APCians out there might not know these issues. Speaking here is a very senior member of the party, a beacon of hope in the APC and by extension.
Beyond the social media where you don't use, Usa you don't care and go. Usa you complain don't reach.
The PPRC by what they stipulate by the constitution, where they say they operate, they're supposed for listen to the public. By this alarm and many concerns coming from various quarters, already PPRC don't note say these concerns don't come from the public. So I'm using this channel as a first step for appeal to them that let them put a hold, let them know say we are concerned, we are not going to court, but we are concerned that these people they may not believe say they get time enough for conduct these elections, so they cannot constitute themselves to an NDC at this material point in time. Rather, let us consider the possibility if they themselves really elect APC. This is a proof or test of their leadership. Let them allow us forget an interim body of credible APCians within the APC. Let them come forward and conduct this election. And they say this because almost 98% of them are coming back for re-elections. How can we, after the time don't elapse, for make them go, then go run this election with an IMC team, when I then constitute them, and all of us in the APC know today many great APC noble people don't share because of the style of
social media. Also, you don't care, you concern, because up to yesterday evening, where we contact the PPRC, they not be officially don't receive any petition from you and or anybody regarding this issue. Where on a party, for example, gets structures. So now that make they ask, beyond the social media, if you really want action for your concerns, also you don't care, you complain, go.
Hopefully, I try for call the Secretary General, who is my own brother and friend. Severally, I'm not able to get her up to now. And being a senior member, like you say, you are right. I'm taking my time. But during the course of this week, God willing, if the need arise for formally bring this thing to PPRC for say this is our concern, we are appealing that we see things this way. We will have to do it for save the face of APC, because we are determined for save the face of APC. We are not against any individual. But I must stress this point again. I understand PPRC, this executive don't write to now say they need an extension. They want to constitute themselves now to an NDC. I appeal to PPRC for go to our constitution before they and if that is true, I'm not calling for war, I'm not calling for fight, I'm not calling for any other thing. Even with how can I put it, in fact, on moral grounds, I appeal to this executive. Under the circumstances, they let themselves see reason for say, Lord, get a caretaker team so that we all they go contest this election for let APC get a fresh breath so that other people will get chance for conduct elections for participate in these elections and APC get a new faith. Our counterpart, our opponent, the SLPP, don't do their own. Right, we all don't see that election should also inform us. Idea appeal honorably this morning to the APC people that under the circumstances we can mirror from what the SLPP don't do, and therefore it is necessary we look for progressive thinking and progressive action. What we can do as a party so that we self go come up with something we go match in the affirmative and make this country the people and get hope. Let the politics change. Let these people and change. Let we get new names. Or Lord get names or credible. Lord get people away Sierra Leone as they go get say, okay, Lord see this batch of politicians. This is what the SLPP has done. Therefore, it is morally upright and necessary for the side of APC. If what I'm hearing is true, wherein all of them are clamoring for again for go run this party, and given the way they don't run this party, I appeal to them. This is Almami speaking. They know me when I speak. I come from a sincere point of view, objective view. Do ya for their own sake, may they allow their caretaker, let them go test their leadership to the membership of the APC. We want to see me when they talk to my records are in the APC. We want to help this country, but we have to start from the party, not necessarily in a power. They know me. This is just what we are appealing to them. But under the circumstance, I don't have trust in them, and majority of the APC not get trust in them. I don't consult lawyers within. And let me say this: perhaps Nami come forward one dairy. Many people I understand, including flag bearers, up to more than 5, don't raise this concern. Say they not get trust in them, and their mandates will expire. But internally, we no want sonko, we no want ala all the time. It just happens say I am busy down here as a senior member of the party, and I make myself add my voice day publicly for appeal to the APC people. Do you hear me, people? We not there against anybody. Anybody will say if they go disrespect this executive because he hates them, God go hold them to ransom. But we have a right as senior members for make sure say the right thing happen, and we make sure say we party go forward a glorious party like ours that is on record for us a sitting government, the first in Africa. In the 60s, now we are the first political party. APC is democratic. We not ever involved in coup. We not ever involved in violence. But democratically, we've been pulled SLPP when we did our government. Now we set that record in Africa. So now what we are saying, we want to come back and remove SLPP, but with civility, with the consideration that Sierra Leoneans they can work for. But we have a situation where this executive, throughout the tenure, with the exception of the Secretary General and a few who are new there, all of them be done there for the past 10 years. What is new? If that is the case, can they conduct this election in 1 month? Is what we are appealing to. If they elect APC, you take people like the current deputy chairman, who has been in active politics since the days of President Shekhar Stevens. We just appealing to him. If he doesn't see reason and virtue for step aside, haven't us been trained as apprentices, follow we self they try, so that if we make mistakes, then correct we. He still believes say for day for contest. That in itself, I believe say that is a challenge. I think this is what I am appealing to. Where SL people counterpart, don't do that.
All right, thank you very much. All right, Mr. Kamara. Thank you. We join me this morning for state you concern the way you get because of the current APC executive where you believe say the mandates they expire inside next month and they're not go legitimate according to our party constitution for conduct the lower level elections. Well, we don't reach out to the PPRC for them then say they know they take any other concern them again from any APC member because the window them being open for let everybody bring them concern, they don't close them and they don't gazette the rules way for make the party conduct the lower level election. That's now Almami Kamara, a former Minister of Youth Affairs under the Koma-led administration, and also according to in a senior stakeholder at the APC party, get concerned them where it be the raise. So they continue the breakfast show and now they come to with studio guest. Earlier we tell una say this morning we they host one party people in the APC where don't come out and say he wants for be president, and he wants for let the APC party get the flag bearer for contest for be president during the 2028 election. Well, this person, now Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer, it is served in second term as mayor of Freetown Municipality. And under the All People's Congress, a contest and win this mayor election for 2 times. Good morning, Madam Mayor, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Morning, Khadija. Morning, Mabel. Morning, viewers. I'm glad for there this morning.
I know say this morning, no, they are in the capacity of a mayor. You there as somebody we want for run for be flag bearer for the All People's Congress, and also one of the woman politician them na the All People's Congress. Now the first thing is so they get you in that capacity from where the public see a flyer from you say you the contest for be flag bearer for the All People's Congress. Firstly, let we start for look at the reason them why you they run for be flag bearer.
Okay, well, I think say for look at the reason and get for look at them holistically. The first reason get for be waiting at the need for change in the country. And I think say for that day everybody gets clarity. See the situation economically in a salon very, very challenging. And that challenge, I know say the government can quick for say this not global crisis, but global crisis require individual national management. And Salon now one country where not on unfortunately seem for able to manage this global crisis to the extent we now get a situation where for live now by God alone. Why I say that? Why they can't just know? I discussed with my driver, ask him 2-3 questions for just get your own perspective. Not that we know they talk all the time, but just for underlying what they come. The minimum wage way been on day now be 800. Recently we hear an announcement saying now 1,200. But I believe say it don't start something in the public sector. It will take some time for catch up. But even with 1,200, if one bag rests na 600, you don't take half for the family. For let you travel from Wilkinson Road, if you walking place na Juba, you do 50,000 return every day. That means to say by the time the month is done, you don't spend 1 million. So you travel the workman at the house and not talk but the beginning we get for go school and not talk about the way for on in the work or you get for gonna market. The rest with the travel don't take the whole salary at 1,200. So you don't begin for C. If you say you get one picking, if you work for buy one school bag, the latest we've been see then they sell school bag now been 200,000. You know, say government been say then they give school materials, then they give uniform, then they give bags, they give shoes. Of course, none of that no materialize. So all this burden there on families. Let we even begin talk about what's happening at the medical situation. I get patients this week. A very good friend of mine been sick, very seriously sick, because he financially able, he go hospital. We then treat him and he's recovering. Another friend, we na the husband of the chair lady na Kennedy Street Market, he get the same attack. Unfortunately, we don't bear him 2 days ago. This is not the reality of the situation at Salon now. So the need for change, not only the day-to-day lives, but the potential for improving lives we're affected by we image internationally is very glaring. Well, I just talk small, but this image internationally, because that image internationally also now a source of some of the expenditure where the country don't undergo. We not yield any good benefit, but we divert money when we forgo to investing in very, very important services for the average man. We go towards international travel for the head of state. We don't see from 2018 to date, fly. Thing we turn joke, so man call and quick the traveler. We see famously we tell we say we go continue for fly, for we brand the image of Salon. The image of Salon not ever day as low as it is today. Because even when we go through the war, now something where people we know saying that outside forces come, the civil war na Salon, there's clarity in everybody's mind say to an extent the country have not been victim, a spillover of the war in Liberia fueled by the trade in blood diamonds. Of course, we've been get the one that we play them part. We become a part of that fete day, and we keep in that situation for 11 good years with the image we saloon we end up get na cotton, cut foot, child soldiers. We move to Dande, we get Ebola. Ebola is a disease. It affects 3 countries in the sub-region. It affects we image, but everybody knows it's a disease. But if today, the image where we get now of a narco state, an image where we don't see one whole ambassador, where they carry the flag of we country, the in vehicle they be held at a border with Guinea, full of cocaine and cash dollars. We see a situation where the first family, Interpol, catch on camera, a wanted drug lord, described as the most wanted man for drug trafficking, for drug sales, but also for murder. And we see a situation where the Dutch government, they appeal to the Saloon government to no avail for let that man they be extradited. When it comes to image, today, this in our country, where we citizens, then don't be banned from entering the United States of America. So Denton and they come at a time where we head of state, they travel throughout the world. It is spent exorbitant amounts of money. We get reports from Africanist press, wait till we see just in the last, I want to pick up. I know you want from Miss Coates. I want to get the exact figure. Just give me 1 second, maybe 1 second. I just want to tell you, waiting at the figure, because this is money today. If I did tell you, say, my friend, this chair lady, in husband, na bear we bear him. We're not able for save him because we're not able for access the medical.
It's me, would they get some bad feedback? Lord, just adjust the mic quickly. Whilst they look for the actual figure, we apologize, viewers. They get some issues with the mic in the studio. Lord, just try for fix them and come back quickly.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future. Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 07839.
Welcome back. It's still a Watch the Breakfast Show where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV. And remember, see yourself where they watch the breakfast show this morning. And like always, can ask you question at the comment section and the different platforms I watch we. As later in the program, we go read them for the guests. As today, we get at the studio with Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer, a day this morning for talk to we about in presidential ambition under the All People's Congress APC party. They tell una the viewers them waiting and plans them we get if the APC elect them as the flag bearer for contests na the 2028 elections. So they come over to you again, Madam Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer. Before we they get a short break there, you be they explain. But as you continue that explanation, the most of waiting you they talk not to strange students to salon people, plenty people where they watch, familiar with some of the issues and the way you they raise. So the question now is, waiting na the reason we make Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer wants for be a president na salon.
So the short answer change waiting you say so. And if you the longer answer, you go say, well, if you want change Bokuma want change waiting different about your own approach. Why you forbid the flag bearer for the APC and subsequently the president for salon. Again, I go break them into two parts. The first part could be waiting at my own vision. And the second part could be waiting make me competent for be the one for deliver on that vision. So if you don't see me flyers them, you go no see me slogan, now hope to reality for Ace Mama Salon and for Ace We All. And that hope to reality really they speak about the fact say when you get hope, when you get vision, when you get potential, that now one thing, it's just like person dream. Like you say you dream gentry, you wake poor. Waiting a difference between the dream and the reality, now the capacity for deliver, and the understanding of waiting here for be done. And my own view is that for let we actually change all of that potential, whether now in terms of the natural resource we God don't give me, whether now in terms of the human capital we God don't give me. Where today we get a government we say them prioritize human capital development, and yet we see the bodies, the corpses of we youth them, they lay on our streets, then they decompose. You see the difference between the words. You can say the words, but waiting really matter. Now waiting at the action, waiting at the reality on the ground. So hope to reality, now converting that potential to something tangible. We go impact and Ace Mama Salon. We go change the lives of we people them, of we all. How will it go about that? As an economist, one thing where I believe, one thing I know, both from theory but also from practice, now the fact say no economy not grown at this world through the public sector. Not to government, they make country grow. You get a socialist model where then go say, I think people that really study economics go no say over the years, you don't see big socialist economies like China and Russia move towards opening up their market so that you get space for the private sector. You won't forget, in my own view, what you go call, I guess, liberal socialism, because you want for make sure say safety net day for the people, but fundamentally we need for create an environment in which the private sector able for grow. Now the private sector now go create jobs. Day like today, the majority of jobs in a salon they from the public sector. That now a continuous drain on the resources inside this government we come. One of the things that we will see now stifling of the private sector. If you look the World Bank, the economic outlook, we then do in end of last year, then publish them end of last year. That are one of the major issues when they highlight, say inability for the private sector for access credit facilities. You can't grow. We're not a private sector. We're in a business, Mabel and Khadija, this Liberty Online, you're a media house, but you're a business. For let una able for rent this place here or buy this place else on a studio day, una be need capital. Una be need credit lines. Una need for employing our staff. Una need for pay them. All of that means your business needs to function. Where you get a government, where they stifle the private sector, the jobs that we want to create, so they're not good day. We see businesses then close 2018, 2019, 2020 because of wrong policies. So my emphasis now for grow the private sector, not just through foreign direct investment, because we hear that all the time. Foreign direct investment important when you need investment in some of the more capital intensive sectors. But this is a country where it gets opportunity for let the private sector grow in the service industry, in the tourism industry, for let there be better protection for them in the fisheries industry. We see so much of waiting we produce, they go out, and we see so little value addition. So my vision, hope to reality, is stand first on strengthening the private sector in order for create the jobs them and have the revenue, because for let government able function, INSEF need their revenue. I just want to say that sitting on the top of that private sector investment, now 3 areas where we need investment. And then 3 areas, and so it now a triangle, right? Now a virtuous cycle. The 3 areas, no, not a triangle at the bottom, and on top sits the jobs. The 3 areas now, the first, infrastructure. We see under President Anas-Bai Kurma, roads. Then talks in our cosmetic roads, waiting at the point of the roads. Today, now there roads that they make possible able come on a free turn, it go corner, it come back in the same day. That they open opportunities for business. It bring opportunities for commodities for come to market. But we need to invest far more in the roads. No investment don't be done. Very little, I'm not saying no, very little investment don't be done in this last 8 years. That's a major source, but perhaps the most important, na energy. You cannot function, you cannot grow businesses if they not get reliable energy. The cost of the energy, the solar we didn't get for put, the generations that we didn't get for run, we as a council, I know they as the capacity of mayor, but I can tell you, say we as council, they spend over 2.17 billion a year on energy. You get hospital that way not get light, which the impact on health, which the impact on safety. You get schools there we not able for function in longer hours because you can able get after school clubs. You know, these are the things we used to do when we were kids. You know, the able for getting recreational things that really improve the quality of life because lights no day. But at a domestic level, we know waiting with the suffer. We know say we're not able to keep food. We know say that also means say running your home is more expensive.
Now that you don't make a class, say they run under the hope
to reality
vision.
It's Mama Salon, it's we all.
Okay, under that vision, the way you get. What's in the platform where you want for leverage on, for let you achieve this your big ambition where you get, say, you want for become the first female president of Sierra Leone?
I still want for talk why I want for do. So I come back to your question, Mabel. I want for let family then know say, if we, like I give you an example, if you earn 1,200 leones for month and you rest, don't take half of them, you transport, don't take the other half, how would they live? Now this still lead to so many things, corruption so endemic, but you can understand, say, the economics not the work for nobody in this country. So that lead to so many other factors. So focusing on being able for invest in policies and infrastructure where they enable the private sector for growth, where they enable you, maybe a person in common university now, you know what's the people then the graduates in the last 1 month? Thousands. They all defend job. 70% of the population unemployed. 70% of the youth them, we make up 70% of the population, unemployed or underemployed. All man they sell, I've 15 them, we know they add value. So we need for focus on that private sector. For enable that for be effective, we need for invest in infrastructure, energy, roads, water, but we also need for invest in education. The way we do education right now, not align to the growth trajectory we need for day on. For let's alone grow, we need for produce workman them we fit for waiting at we economy. If we talk about growing the private sector, waiting at the areas where we can grow. If tourism now one, if services now one, if value addition now one, if manufacturing now one, how we education system they tie in with that. And can you just until you go aware? People then today now, if then they do their host, they want to do finishings, they want to do tiling, they want to do masonry, they want to do carpentry. You know, so they go take people in Guinea. Then they go take people in Guinea. Waiting not happen to we own investment in skills. That's not a major challenge. When we get so many graduates in the commot as mass coms, now all man go be Liberty Online. not to all man. Waiting you go into. Why we not focus on the areas we align with the sectors where we day in. We don't get value addition is sufficiently in agriculture. We not get them in mining. The raw materials that then they go. So we need for look at with education. We need for look at with skills, and we need for change them so that it go enhance we ability for create local jobs. Let all man not be a job taker. Let them be a job creator.
So what's in the platform we did leverage on for one?
The third one, na health and wellness. Me platform I go can to am, but we need to understand, say, when person say, I want for do something, they need for explain to you, waiting at the how. Sometimes one of the mistakes that we don't make, Khadija, in Sierra Leone, I know that from being a mayor. If person say, I want do A, we not the patient for understand how the A they happen, for let it reach B. And if we're not patient, we didn't miss them because you can get a spin. But when the person they talk say, I want to do A, understand how it will achieve A. Khadija, if we invest in public infrastructure, we invest in education and skills, we not invest in health, we still not going to succeed. Health and well-being. This is a nation where we life expectancy low, we mortality rate maternal mortality rate is all improved, and I'm really excited for the fact say Mina contributed to that through the work I do for let we able for start raising money for start the first postgraduate gynecology school for the woman the way they born. But health and wellness, the amount of trauma, the amount of mental health. You know, you go now working place, so many people then they off work for health reasons. So I just want for close that chapter they for say, hope to reality, not to empty talk. Now something we really underpinned with a strategy we involve investment in the private sector. That small businessman for grow, that medium-sized enterprise for grow, then for able employ people because not a government go employ everybody. UAD Commonwealth College, the facilities, the structures for day, for enable you for access resources, for let you start a business, the policies then for day, and government in your own role that facilitate all of that. Investment in infrastructure, investment in the right skills, the right education, investment in health and wellness. But to your question, waiting at my platform. Well, I thank God, say, I come at this, not as a novice, but as somebody we don't contest election for the office where after the president, now get the highest number of voters. Because when you talk about national elections in a saloon, you get the presidential, you get the local governments, you get the members of parliament. The members of parliament, they're at constituency level. The local governments, and they're at district level or city level. The presidential, obviously, not everybody they vote. After the president, the next biggest constituency, not the Freetown, capital city. That's not constituency we get, but clearly not sufficient. You get for reach out to the entire country because this not about Freetown, this not about Saloon. And the constituency we are the move with now twofold. One thing where some people them sometimes not go know or remember, we very important is that I not come into the Sierra Leone landscape when I come as mayor. When Ebola happened, I fight against Ebola. That take me around the whole country. But the other that touch, we are touched around the whole country. That fact says social media today. So man, they call me the mamina Facebook because even though I serve Freetown, nobody know the saloon. We not get connection with Freetown. So Freetown self don't make people that know who they're Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer.
So
but me also.
Record, it's safe for say you know one of the strong woman politician then na salon?
Me definitely one of the strong woman politicians. And I mean just want to bring them two things and they together. Because my track record is known across this country. In fact, one of the things I can find so funny, sometimes I can go to some district, I go to some side. Sometimes person they call me name before they call me colleague that the same district. Why? Because as I say, nobody know the salon. We not know what's happen at Freetown. Social media they help, people that movement they help. But there's something else where you allude to, where myself go make mention of right now. Me now a woman. And in Sierra Leone in history, we not ever get a woman with the vie for this position here. We don't get Hawa Bangura being vie for this position. some years back. But I believe, say, the what's unique about this is that for the first time, APC, we constitution don't change, and it means say this not an election, and the selection clause no day. So I actually go into this as a candidate once applications are open. And being a woman, 51% of the population of this country are women. Then say Mama Salon, and we don't get Papa them from independence to today. And you go look, say, you na woman card you play? Absolutely not. The card way I share with Sierra Leoneans, the reason why I say vote for Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer, na the competence card. Now the competence, the courage, the commitment. Person way during the war years, come and support women them affected by the war. Women them, we get picking under the age of 5, women in a Ross Road, displaced people camp. It show courage, it show interest in women, but it show interest and love for country. Person way, Ebola happen, then one day we'll be able fly out of the country. Nobody knows and call me. I said I camp for camp vet, for save me people them. That na courage, that na commitment. And sometimes na the Kumbra hat, na they make you get a kind zeal for do them things and they. And how I don't serve in the council, in opposition, definitely don't require courage. Somebody tell me, say, when they come to the re-election, then if you say me go give up, I go just go. I say no, because wait till I come for do. I committed for doing, and with the job not done it.
So far, over 20 people already don't express interest for the same position we vie for, and all of them people in there, you ask them, they must get something for saying, this course. I don't do. We make a once for be flag bearer for the APC. Just like how you said, don't explain waiting you believe say you don't do, we enough for let you contest that particular position. Waiting at the edge where you go get over the other people and the over 20 of them for let the delegates them settle for you.
We don't talk a lot about the hardship of the country. At this point in time, it's really important for let we get evidence of ability for deliver. Not for hope say you go able deliver, but for sure say you don't deliver. And no matter waiting you go say, the facts remain. I don't work in an opposition government with a lot of constraints. I believe say everybody don't see countless examples, whether in a court I go, whether in a false accusations, the chemical parliament, the chemical ACC, just as distraction. But yet still, we don't create thousands of jobs in the city. We don't go beyond we mandate in providing water facilities right across the city, in investing in, right now we get 3 projects in markets where they can bring cold room na Hagan Street, Congo Market, as well as Cruton Road Market. We don't see the tangible impact, even when posing anti. And it can be on that. When we look at what it mean for serve and go through an election, we know to you no more. You and you candidates like una been in contest. We don't say una remember back. We know say the person we announce Gentle. That's what Gentle announced himself for. 1 year before the election, Gentle was announced as the next mayor of Freetown. Day been day when the president's high level delegation of cabinet been team up na stage, then say from the following day, the following Monday, Gentle to begin operate as the mayor of Freetown. This is not inside election campaign. Election campaign, that's when I don't pull mayor in office, una say una don't reinterpret the Local Government Act for coming out office, but yet the government stayed in office right throughout the elections. Ministers then continue to operate right throughout the elections till it not ever happen. So you see a situation in which an opposition mayor contest, and I put all of that for let you know, say, I not contest against my opponent, I contest against the government. I contest and I win. And I win with 66% of the vote. That's not courage, that's not commitment, that's not organization, and that's not love of the people. Because now Freetonians now then do that. And Freetonians then do that because of waiting, then see I do. So that delivery capacity now an edge, because it's real. The track record, you know, when election cycle day, you see boku development and engagement of people. But you get to ask yourself, that development, if possibly able to do them things they are, if possibly able to love people then so. Now when the election cycle come, it happen, you for also look very importantly at the one them way from time immemorial, where election no day. As I talk about the warriors, Kagbankona, you go na remote village na Berewa chiefdom, you meet school where built, community health facilities, go na Songo, Usai we train ex-child soldiers. In early 2000s.
But over the years, you think so you don't able to maintain the numbers? Because if you look back to 2018, not all APC number been votes for you. It's been like a mixed bag. Come down to 2023, you maintain your seats again as mayor of
at a higher number. Because 2018
from then
60%.
From then to now. From then to now, you think so you don't maintain the numbers?
Well, I don't exceed the numbers. Because if I win with 60% of the vote in 2018, then I win with 66% of the vote in 2023. I don't exceed the numbers, which means say more people.
It's still popular.
Well, if you get, I think that results now in the speak. You know, one thing we're very good, that for let you actually let the numbers speak. And one thing we're also very encouraging for me, now the level of response we I get when I put my flyers out. So, you know, say, now this same liberty, yeah, una been on quiz me, may we see. And then I reach a point where I put them out very clearly, not only to Una, but across all the media houses. And over the last few months, I don't work on all the districts save 4. So of the 16 districts, now 4 are not reached yet I go there, but I not go there, you know, for go talk to we own delegates when are then are the most important people at this particular point in time in this race. But the question where I want for make we really get clear, the answer to the question, the part where I want for let we really get clear, waiting make I believe say I get edge. It get for be that combination. The combination of commitment to this country where actually don't be displayed. Not when the lights then they on, not when the politics then they on, but when nobody watch. For let I come affect Ebola. For let I go in a remote village, outside people and ask me, say, what do you do now? How you manage Kenya? Because of love for country. That commitment they, that compassion they key. But the credibility internationally and locally also come from the fact say, I don't deliver. I don't deliver with accountability. I don't deliver with transparency. I don't deliver with integrity.
Madam Aki-Sawyer, you don't talk so much about you winning elections twice and you believe, say, you popular and a free tongue and even beyond. Now, let me come to within the APC. Like how you talked earlier, this time around, una don't forget about the selection clause. Una they go into your election. What are you based within the APC where they count on say, now you go be the next flag bearer among the many man them we don't show the same interest as you?
Again, when you look at the base of the APC, it's a day on different levels because the way how we party organize, we organize by districts, by regions, but we also organize by organs. So for example, you get the Women's Congress, you get the Young People's Congress, you get the persons with disabilities, so you get the organs and you get the veterans, and then you get the districts. I want to assure you, Mabel and Khadija, that when it comes to the regions, all of them, the basis for them, for able to say, I get confidence na relationship, na investment, na time spent, and one thing you also remember is that the local government, we serve in our family. So I get my colleagues there.
Now, you own delegates then that?
No, so delegates, you know, when you say you own delegates, everybody na delegates, right? We get about 1,785 delegates. Which I say is you get constituencies them where you get a natural relationship with. This thing where we talk so, I talk half because I know they can give me campaign strategy na national television. I know you can talk say na ya ade. But what I can tell you is I know Sade.
So all the local council
No, I don't let you. I don't let you get too much
because you
into
talk about
strategy. No,
relationship. You say all your colleagues. So
I get colleagues them in the local government family.
All the local government family will fall within the APC. Then they for you.
Khadija, this na national television. And what you talk about when it comes to election, a strategy.
Because
and if you know anything, I get base.
Elections when I get for
I get base.
And
I get base.
Soon, according to PPRC,
geographically,
on a lower level election, they begin.
I get base geographically, not just in Western area, but around the country. I get teams all over the country. I get support among women, and we really highlight that. But I want to let you know, say, Boku Umandem. Boku Umandem get belief in the fact, say, the Umandem
party or nationally?
Both, because it has to start in the party. But you know something about elections? Elections are battle. And if you're not a good general, where you fight your battle, you know they take your battle plan, you go put on a television. So wait till me go say, nah, don't talk so. I'm very, very confident in UDAT that we support base, UDAT that the constituencies that we believe in a competent local government female leader. We believe in posting, we don't fight for the APC. If today we did talk about the challenges with the census, me not part of the committee. If today we did talk about, even today we get meeting for push forward on the reforms of the tripartite, me not part of the committee. If when the election been done in 2023, and we had all of those challenges for then and TIF election result, the team will move internationally for go advocate for the party, for ensure say we find a path for make we election results come out, me not being part of that. So when it comes to standing for the APC at the party office, when the bullets were flying, when the tear gas been they fly, you know who that's been there, I was there. So when it comes to the APC, you need to remember, not so just about the technical work I don't do.
Mother people say they don't sacrifice mother, which you don't do so for the party.
Everybody go get your own. Everybody go get your own. And that's the wonderful thing. And one of the things I could also say is when we date as a party, when we date together as aspirants, in spite of waiting people that might want project on the outside, we are brothers and sister. We are brothers and sister, and we not see ourselves as enemies. So each of we get conviction, say, this is the path I'm going down. Me, as I sit on here, Khadija and Mabel, I believe firmly, say, God 90 power. I believe that firmly. I believe, say, you can get all the plans in the world, but ultimately, now God will make that decision. But I get that conviction in my heart. Say, I get what it takes. And not only, I get, not to even just at a intellectual level, at an emotional level. Mabel, Khadija, it don't take years. If you see person left in Os, he left in Os November month, 2014. I jumped in a plane inside the camp fed for salon. Must not say on my knees, I can pray for this country till I cry. I love my country, but I don't just have, a soft love. I also have practical hard experience, and I get the courage for stand up and fight. It takes courage. When you call out, you know what happened when at talk say we have 220 bodies we've collected. The kind of letter where government send, if you're not possibly afraid, you put along staff, you're not talking again. But when you know that your country deserves better, you find it in yourself for stand up and say, no, this is wrong, and I'm going to call it out. Because Salon needs better leadership. Salon needs better government.
From where you and other women them don't express interest for this position, the one big question with the out there now that is Sierra Leone ready for a female leader? So from your perspective, waiting to back your conviction say it's high time we get a female president?
The overwhelming positive response I don't get from Mandem all over. At the Wakana street, hey, we future president, we next president, we don't tire. We want for great woman chance now. We don't get Mandem, let we try woman. But myself can look at him and say, try woman. Just being a woman is not enough. And I can always talk that. I know the campaign on the basis say, me na woman. I the campaign on the basis say, me na woman, we're competent. We get a track record locally, internationally. We don't demonstrate a commitment to this country. We don't prepared for stand up because this government we did today. You hear them. You hear them when they talk, say they're not a go. Then they sit on here. So if you get a leader we get for face them, you need to get a leader, we get courage.
So now
because
you not that leader.
me not that leader. Absolutely.
How you they face them?
I don't face it for the last 8 years. Just look at the track record. Look at the evidence. And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. It can be very intimidating for they in this position. Because you walk, people they say, oh, alter you defect. No. My job now for deliver for the services for the people of Sierra Leone in my capacity as mayor. But I don't mean to say when I see the wrong thing being done, I not go speak up against it. And I know they do them for the sake of doing them. I do them because we need changes. The kind restrictions, even within the go on right now in the council, we get to a situation as you're now aware with the finance officer. Why the Minister of Finance, of local government rather, Minister of Local Government, for be the one for can decide who that for be we finance officer and then insist on moving them in the busiest time of the year, we go cause we forget financial challenges. For stand up to that takes courage, but it's important and it's necessary because who that are the effects for are the people of Freetown. And when it comes to Salone, who that are the effects for are the people of Sierra Leone. If I'm not being get courage, if I'm not being stand, if I'm not being technically sound, for pull me results, I pull me RF forms, I pull me results, every single RFM, the spreadsheets and still there.
So the allegation of you selling RF forms come on.
Well, when you see the fact and you see the fiction, easy for tell. Because right now, Mabel, Aki, and Khadija, we actually have the photocopies. We upload them on the Google Drive. They don't hide. Then did they? We have 96% of our results. You can't have 100%. We had 96% of the results are on our on the calculation on the Google Drive where we do, and it's there. It's there for the public to see. And now because we do now I make day like today, I am the mayor because I know and you know the intention waiting and do at the national level in terms of flipping the results. And that they want to do at the mayor's level, but they couldn't because I've been getting results, and I put the results out as when I all go remember.
So the allegation of you selling RF forms was been common.
As I say, I put the results out. The results are still out. If you want this very minute, I forward them back to you. You go click on each link and each of the RF forms for the mayor did it.
Let me look at the people that we don't come out for this same position we do run for so within the SLPP, and some of them don't use money because we don't see how the campaign they go within on a internal party politics. We don't see also intending flag bearers and the queue. They support the party with billions of loans. We make a lot of people, they say money get for play a lot inside our internal party elections, especially when it comes to the flag bearer. How financially strong is Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer?
Financially strong for run for the president of Sierra Leone and flag bearer of APC. Myself, if you listen and you follow, you go no sin at the APC party. Not to one person they make donations. Not to all man but the party can make a point of always recognizing we all contribution. And another contribution where I feel to say not for be underestimated. And that the contribution when it comes to the technical things that we get for be done. This election, before an election happen, rigging don't happen before that. If you follow the social media, you will see the constitutional amendment bill don't come out. That an amendment bill we the APC get for challenge. I go there in a meeting this afternoon with the relevant people them on that issue. Today, right across the country, we get teams them where they monitor the census. For there, we reach to that point. The specific things that way they go on, again, I'm not going to come and divulge everything on national television, but I want to say the census committee, the leadership of the party, know the role where Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer they play. For winning an election, it take technical skill, it takes strategy, it takes sabi and know-how, as well as money. Money, not an important ingredient, but not a sufficient ingredient.
Get the technical strength.
We all, well, I believe, say again, the record speaks for itself. No to something where I need for tell now because we all don't dey na this freedom, we all don't dey na this salon, we all don't see when it comes to all issues, when I know the role where Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer don't play. And that's something where I'm happy for do. Because when I defect for the APC party, I defect for salon. And that's salon nine in my heart.
When you look at this race where you don't jump into, on a plenty, we're going to make I ask you the question. You dey into and for win or you just want to position yourself as Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer? If it not happen, waiting are you end the game plan?
Well, I'll make this very clear because interesting, just last night, one of me team members, Namakini, called me and she was quite frantic. He said, Mayor, I want to let you come, McKinney. I want to let you come go on radio. You know, by the way, I rent a house in McKinney. I actually get 2 bases. So McKinney and my base as well as Freetown. He said, I want to let you go on radio for go clarify. He said, people in the past and talk say, you have now vice president, you want to be. La, use this opportunity. I will talk back now, the radio na McKinney, for in your heart, for calling heart. But la, use this opportunity, as I don't do before, for make it absolutely crystal clear. Say, I am in this race, not for position myself, but for win. I did in this race because of a deep conviction that Salon can do better. That Salon need to move from a place where we get people in leadership as we have with the current government. We get an idea about what leadership means, but not ever exercise leadership. We're not ever in a position of governance. I mean, it totally different, the theory from the practice. And when you do run the city, no matter waiting at the challenges with sanitation, because if you want to tell me say sanitation, I want to let people then know sanitation is so dependent on so many things, including the fact that land use planning and building permit means say people then get way not accessible, including the fact say the lack of investment outside of this city don't mean say with population just to explode, including the fact say we get a situation where we graduate thousands of young people with no jobs, so all man the turn trader. So when it comes to sanitation, not to mention the issues of management, where I just don't allude to, but I want to come back to this point where we've been there on. When at the fact, when it comes to my own position, I am in it to win it. I am in it because I believe that I can make that difference. I believe, say, I have proven competence. I go say I'm again. It's about competence. It's about track record. It's about doing things for this country, caring about this country, not when the lights are on and the election bell don't toll, but the time when nobody know they watch. Now that's when you know say person really care. It's also about having international standing, because no matter what, we know they look to international community can save, we know, but you see what is going on in the geopolitical landscape right now, and the importance of having the credibility for stand on that stage and command respect. But then when it comes to, as we say earlier on, what will be the final outcome? I go say am before, I go say am again. I don't say am before, I go say am again. God na him dey give power. Me, my determination, by God in grace and with the support of my party members, I go lift this country up. I go lift we all up. We go lift we all up. We go change the narrative of Salon. This Boku, we're resilient. We don't want to be resilient. We want to be prosperous. We want for let we lives that improve. We don't want to let every day be a continuous struggle. This is what I'm here for. And if God say no to so, me na APC, and I go support Uda ever.
Yeah, because
God
that's what they want us say. If the delegates then decide say they want for go with somebody else this time, you ready for settle for a position of a running mate. So any of the over 20 people we already don't come out say they want be flag bearer.
Well, I think say if it be a question of what waiting at the next, because running mate for me is not, there's not a race for the running mate. There's a race for the flag bearer. Waiting at it say is, if it's not me,
so if
I support the party.
appoint you, say, let you be the running mate to whoever gets for be the flag bearer. The running mate position where if una party win, you will be the vice president. Now an option at the table right now.
The party not operate like that. I think then this is some small misunderstanding where people that on the outside seem forget. Not to so APC they operate, not so that we constitution call for. So maybe I can use this opportunity for clarify, let people understand. The way we party constitution organize, the is say we go into a flag bearer race. So even now, if you see the rules that we come out, the rules then come out for the flag bearer position. Rules not come out for running mates because the running mates not a contested position. So waiting the party in focus day on now. Now for let we go to the National Delegates Convention. And just on that, just quickly, Honorable I mean a good brother, a good friend, and I'd be just one for clarify something quickly. To the best of my knowledge, the party leadership not constitute themselves into an NDC. To the best of my knowledge, waiting the PPRC Act say, now it is at waiting if a party in executive, then term don't expire, they're eligible for a 6-month extension. To the best of my knowledge, now that's not his case. But coming back to this flag bearer issue, so the flag bearer, Naim will go to the convention for.
Yes, but
the party not the SIDOM and say, we give you this, because the constitution say the flag bearer, they choose a running mate in consultation with the party. So this cannot be decided before the convention.
Anybody get for among them people and we don't come already now. One of una definitely get for be elected.
Can be the one so go to look for a running mate.
So the other side of the coin is like we be asked the question.
Of course,
if the person pick you for being running mate.
In the same way as if me pick somebody for being my running mate.
No, Madam Aki-Sawyeer.
We will come to that other question then.
If then PQ say you be the running mate.
I don't tell
so is they on the table?
I don't say the one way big pass waiting that they say. Me don't say the one way big pass that. I don't say na God they give power. And when this decision don't be taken, are the day fully in support of the party.
So you
whatever the party, the road where we go down as a party, I will be fully behind it. So that is bigger than your own.
Mate you they take.
If waiting the party say na running mate, then once na the party in decision, and we are all coming at this together, I want to really come away from this. You know why? Because as I said to you before, I have had this narrative don't go round. Say mayor day in this just for position instead for running mate. So I want to emphasize, say, I am not in this to position myself for a running mate. I'm in this because I believe me are the best candidate for run salon and turn the situation around. Me are the most competent candidate. So that said, God they give power. If not to me,
when anything you go into, you get plan B. So they ask you now.
But that's not a plan B because
just if you lost the delegate elections, then whoever win with consultation of the party say Yvonne can be me running mate. You they take him
because we support the party.
You they
so
take
whatever the party say, whatever because that is a party decision. It is a party decision. If that's the party come to me na party picking. Me na picking way respect the structures of the APC. Me na person way if Nigeria the party say we go as a team, I did go because I'm a team player. And now when we day united, now we go get a victory. But the reason why I did caution on this talk because I don't want to let anybody misunderstand me goal. My goal is number one. I don't want to let anybody misunderstand, say, I did try for send any hidden message. I know they said no hidden message, Naya.
So to your
Not
goal,
at all.
So to
my
your
goal is number one.
The presidential candidate.
And I believe the woman then in this country, no say, we as woman them, we able to do
You go now when for the number. You go when for the number one. If you end up being elected as flag bearer for the APC, among the many faces and names where we don't see and hear about say they want that position there. If you end up emerge as the winner from the elections, who that you go prefer for be your running mate?
Again, when you date in this kind of situation, Mabel,
You
it
know,
go
give
be
me names or give me a description of the kind of person where you go once for be your running mate.
clearly it could be a person where go complement my own position. Complement in all aspects. Complement in gender, complement, in terms of ethnicity, complement in religion, complement in region. So because one thing where APC always very good at for create a rounded leadership where everybody in the country the see themselves inside. So that's going to be one of the main criteria. Of course, you go also to look for somebody where on a personal level also, this outside SLP don't care we go. The kind speed we need for come out inside our hole. The kind level of work, I want to let nobody not understand or underestimate how serious the economic situation they right now. If you did follow the budget, the so-called pro-poor budget, when are more like an austerity budget. If you did follow the reports that we don't come out from the World Bank and the IMF on the state of our economy, you will know say when we come now for hit the road running. So you really need strong person as well from a technical perspective. But again, the flag bearer now recommend, it go recommend. The decision now a party decision. And one thing we're very important for let we understand about the APC is that we get a consensus approach. We know to pauper. We not people that way we move with consensus. And therefore, when it comes to even that decision day, I go get a choice, I go get an idea, but this will be a party decision.
You record as two-time mayor of Freetown. Now, one way plenty people and even people within your party get for scrutinized inside this race. You ready for defend yourself?
Absolutely.
Because we don't there issues of alleged corruption. The mayor is very corrupt. You don't go through several investigations, Parliament, ACC. So if evidence then come up against you, how prepared for defend yourself?
Since me no say no evidence no day. So
anything might happen.
Well, unless they make them fictitious, or unless they create them. But as you rightly say, Khadija, person don't go through so many investigations with nothing. When person say person corrupt, there are two things where you go look at. Number one, waiting loss. You know, me and a person where even as I talk to you now, I still get reach out from philanthropists, from donors. We want for work with me. Why? Because when they work with me, then they see the results. That school, Kongowata nursery school, that preschool, I don't know if you remember because it was some years ago where we built them. But if you remember, now a billionaire, I get lunch with, or it was breakfast with in New York in 2020, where I talked to him about my vision. Now, he called me. She saw me in a meeting. She was so impressed with what I say. He called me the next day for asking me to get breakfast with him. He say, waiting at my interest, and I tell him about his school. That was 5 years ago. Just 2 days ago, he emailed me for say she's the peace ambassador or the UNCDF ambassador now. And she's coming to Freetown in July and she wants to visit the school. You know what's so good about this? The school is there. It's functioning. It's operational. Me self go visit that school day last month. So this is what Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer stands for. When I say I do something, you see them. When people then put their money pan something, they see them. I get visitors. C40 don't care. MMC don't care. Bloomberg don't care. All waiting then they give the funding for do. We did do them. That is why when you say somebody is corrupt, waiting loss, because if the team been lost, then the results no go there on the ground. For letting one day we give them money, come and can see them, and not only see them, can do more. Look at the youth program we do, Bloomberg Youth Climate Fund, where we just don't disperse in the last 18 months, $130,000 to 27 youth groups. I don't go visit 6 of them. I go do more in the coming weeks. Tangible, solid, on the ground, real interventions. I go na low-cost market. Usai the group, they do solar lights, then the market. Ade, Annette, I see the lights. The market woman there. Rejoice with me. Then can we go? They show me the panels. We go na Chakugama. Usai one of the groups them do a biodigester. Way from that, the gas. Now in Chakugama they use for cook. Now in kitchen, we go, we see them. So when you talk about corruption, you know, there has to be, where's the evidence? You just say it, you know? And then when you say as well, I can always say lifestyle. Then can you say unexplained wealth? No, so me, I'm the funniest person because where's the wealth around me? You know, I know what waiting me don't personally sacrifice. I'm not here to say, oh, I've sacrificed, you know, I don't really appreciate politicians taking that line. I just really they try to give you some context, you know. So that doesn't worry me at all. Let them investigate. They don't investigate Boku, they can investigate more.
Some of them you project them, especially the all get for do the Transform Freetown.
All my projects that Transform Freetown.
Yes, they all get for do with the tree planting initiative. Now one who see your opponent, then people and like the chief minister, they question, they ask, say the tree they know they exist outside and day. So now I make her ask the question, say, inside this race, then for criticize your record as mayor, how prepared you be for defend yourself?
You know, when person day in a battle, even if you think about a war, you know, like a conventional warfare, just imagine waiting to happen with Ukraine and Russia. Waiting may happen during the war now, yeah. Something that's gonna be more, you know, live. People are gonna remember more. You know, it's not propaganda. You know, waiting they talk about your opponents, still will not be. For let you weaken them, for let people then get perception. Like that. Nine of this. Pure propaganda. Because as I say, World Bank now we major donor of the tree planting. World Bank they do audits. World Bank they work with we foot to foot day by day. Unlike another situation with the free quality education, where the stand say they may get for sack the person when have been the free quality education coordinator, we happen to be related to a member of the government, you know, you not see any such thing they happen with we tree planting project. There are challenges, yes, but those challenges they come back to what I talk about with government. Because USAUD, where NPPA, NPAA, supposed for the protecting mangrove, and you get chief them, where they come and then they sell whole areas, you know, then they literally just wipe out. We don't go in a community usai we plant, where you get, stakeholders, political stakeholders, then they can bank usai we don't plant. Then they can cut trees them. So there are challenges, but we audit the trees. We know we have an app, as you know. We get a digital platform. None of this nor hide. All the information is there. But in war, I know that one strategy where people then can use now false propaganda. Waiting on my own response to the false propaganda, for put out the facts and the figures, for do the videos, for show members of parliament going on a site visit, then self, objectively seeing, talking to communities. Ultimately, you go talk, you lie. But the truth, now in the last. And so I'm not worried about the lies. Dande, I think we've seen a lot of it. I'm not worried about the spin. Waiting can sadden me, the way people can go that extra mile. Khadija, look the new team way than they do now. Mabel, I don't know if you don't notice. People that they take construction material, then go even at the side of the road. Who does that? Is this really not Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer that they do? You get people that they work for EDSA, then they go put pole, then they dig, then left all the dirty day. You see them, they run pipe, then dig, they left all the dirty day. What does that do? It makes the city look untidy. Then they say Aki-Sawyeer not the work. Well, how is this I can do something and then now? I can hold my breath. I can hold my breath. I can just tell myself, say, this year when they do so, you go talk and tire. If this is their strategy for try for discredit you, they're not get for stop. But if for strengthen you resolve, for let we pull them at power. Because if you get a government, we really care about the country, we really want for see salon in better one, they're not go do play small games they are not go play. Because in all they help with. Look, the Minister of Tourism, she's working so hard for promote Sierra Leone for tourism. But if you get other ministries them, where the MDAs, where they do thing them for drag down the city. Now, not to just me, they be affected. Now the overall look
I'll bring you back
of Salon.
to on a party within the APC. You comrades them. How best you they relate with them, especially female comrades?
Very good relationships. Very good relationships. Yeah, I mean, the way how the party, just so people understand, the way how the party structure, we get ward executives, constituency executives, district, regional, and then national executive. In every ward executive, every one of the executives, them, you get women's leaders. Then you get a national executive of the Women's Congress. And then of course, being in an executive, not for only women's leader position, woman and they get, you get woman when organizing secretary, you get woman when a PRO, but I'm a woman's woman. I've always been. If you look even in my office, you go see, say, I have a lot of women in my management team. If you look at the work what they do, you go see, say, I prioritize women. And I can always tell the man that we're not scared because when you get women, then they operate well. It uplifts we all. So I'm a woman's woman. I'm a woman we always want to give opportunities for women and for grow. Whether it's like today, so I have a young lady with me Yas Girls Fellowship, Yas Girls Leadership Program. We get a scholarship na Koinadugu, na Kabbalah, Edigo School. She's coming to Freetown. It don't get placed in IPAM. It don't get placed in IPAM. And like I do with many young women, I get with me how I go support them. And that is joy for me. For see young women, I mean, I know women who I meet during Ebola, wait today, then they stand as consultants and they work internationally because of the mentorship, because of me support, because of opportunities where I try to open up for them. And that goes from market women. One of me key supporters, she's part of my team, we no sign no day when I go with na Mami Molai. Mami Molai no go school. Mami Molai na the chair lady of the market traders outside of Wadena Street na Lumley. But for me, she is the epitome of waiting or epitome of waiting na the unrealized potential we get. When you say woman smart, in neighbor read, in neighbor write. But we don't discuss that. And I'm really going to make sure she does go to adult education. So when you ask me about women, how I get on with women, right across the party, at all of those levels, whether they are district chair ladies, whether they are in the Women's Congress. Women's Congress just do a dinner the other day. Then go tell you, one of them biggest supporters for anything when they do, na me. Because me, na them, then na me.
When we talk about on a party, you ask some people now, then hold this view, say the APC not prepare it for go into whatever elections because so many issues surround on her. This morning, before we come to you, we just hear another person, we say in a senior party stakeholder, they comment about a lower level election we suppose for happen few weeks from now after the 14 days we PPRC don't gazette on our rules elapse. How prepared is the APC as a party holistically? Because I know say you self hold a senior position within the party, so a lot of happenings within the party in terms of preparedness, in terms of teamwork, unity, all of that we go prepare on for going to the elections.
Well, I'm really glad you say the party as a whole, I mean, as I say, Honorable Ali Mami, in a person I get a great deal of respect for, and understand in viewpoint, all which I go ask as I ask everybody else, let we actually double check on the facts, because until when you get the facts, it might change your viewpoint. The party is ready. We likely forget to change in that original date. We've been publicized. That's likely to happen very soon. But whether it's a question of, unity, again, I make the point, I will stress I'm back. The perception we some man want get outside, say we all defect we serve, is so not true. We were at the dinner where Women's Congress make a couple of nights ago, last week, Tuesday night. You know, you are in a competition. There will be a healthy competition. There's some healthy rivalry, inevitable. You know, if right now Mabel and Khadija, when all too soon they apply for the same job, your best of friends, you go back a long way, no so. But at the same time, at that moment, you must get some small rivalry to go on because you want win, he want win. That's just inevitable. That's just life. That don't mean say the party don't collapse. That don't mean say the party don't scatter. Not at all. I mean, it was my birthday last week. You know, I get lovely messages from some of the people that really contest against me. When it's somebody's birthday, I do the same. You know, sometimes we meet places, we hang out. You know, that is just, having competition is just life. I need for let people then left for treat them as if, you know, because we day in competition, the party don't scatter. And by the way, the flag bearers are not the only members of the party. Then the other team for members.
So una all day together, because as you post the picture, Osai una been get a meeting, I think day before yesterday.
We did meet so many times. And we're in subcommittees when we did look at some technical things.
Where una they meet? How una they meet as party members or intending flag bearers?
Well, on both, obviously. You know, the events that we be invited to as APC. There are convenings we do of our own back as comrades. I mean, we get WhatsApp group.
So it's okay now for address soon as flag bearers?
We get a WhatsApp group when a flag bearer aspirants, when one of the flag bearer aspirants then set up. So really, again, I really want to stress this notion of acrimony. Yes, of course, and you know something as well. Sometimes in the supporters then can be overzealous. You know, sometimes in the, me, I get a policy. If I see me supporters, they write anything where I feel to say, you know, like then they go after somebody. I'm like, they know it's my stance. I totally against me 2 elections the way I contest. I contest 2018, I contest 2023. If you watch me media, you go notice say Yvonne in your approach to election. Now for talk what waiting me don't do. Not for cry down me opponent. Now, obviously in a national election, when it comes to this country, you know, I not hesitate for let the world know, for let Sierra Leoneans know the failings of this government. But it's not personal. You know what I mean? It's still done at a professional level. I know they can, you know, sort of attack personalities. And they talk about what is going wrong. And that is the same when it comes to this flag bearer race for me. I know they are for attack anybody. I know what I stand for. I know why I believe, say, when it comes to running a country, it's about your capacity. It's about your track record. It's about your commitment. It's about your credibility. Your ability to resource mobilize, because we're still in a hard time. It's your ability to unlock. It's your ability to close leakages. It's your ability to manage, you know. I don't manage hundreds of people. I don't manage budgets way bigger than most ministry budgets. And when I was not in Sierra Leone, because my background is in the private sector in the UK, I don't manage budgets that we considerably higher than, you know, I'm not, you know, we can talk about that another time. But I have the capacity and I have the track record. Now that's not my emphasis. But I also get mama heart. You know, I know the look something I able to turn my face away from suffering. I'm able. You know, I think say that now one reason me staff them, me counselors and can say, Mayor, one thing I can do, if I drive through crowd, you can never see me put my glass up. I just can't do it. Because it's like, you are the people I'm serving. You for able to access me. No matter how you know, how people then go say, oh, but now risk, no. These are the people we vote for me. When I day in close proximity, they're for able to say, me not a mayor, and I dare for them. But coming back to just to close off on this point, we definitely, as a party, are prepared. There's a lot of work to be done. I encourage we all for put hands on deck and see ourselves as a family. There's provision in the PPRC Act for an extension of we current executive.
All right.
And I believe, say, we all for just try for minimize the level of disruption where we go get. given say right now, SLPP then don't put out a constitutional amendment bill where they change their waiting day na the tripartite agreement. Waiting day na the tripartite agreement na for le 50 for let it be 50% plus one vote plus 25% of the vote in at least 50% of the districts. In the bill we go out, it's now 20% of the votes in 2/3 of the districts. But no engagement with the APC on how that's come about. When it comes to the census, we get credible information. Say the figures for Pujeun when they don't do for EAs, with only 7 chiefdoms done, just the first phase, they already exceed the whole of Pujeun in EAs in 2015. 2015, Pujeun had 582 EAs. Already now, credible information is that now 930, and they're not even done it. So these are issues where they affect the party, where we really get to be clear, because the introduction of Panguma and Bandajuma as 2 new districts, now purely for increase the number of districts where SLPP go say they under their control, we then go get them percentages. Those are areas, Pujeun, Kenema, Bo, we see an inflation in their numbers through the cartographic mapping process. Now then we as the APC, they unite around for make sure say this rigging where they don't tell we say then don't done with we then don't already win the election. Well, we don't see who side and they go. And we not get for stand for them. And media encourage me, colleagues, me comrades in the APC, let me focus on making sure we're not so distracted with the internal wrangling that SLPP go ahead and set the stage for rig the 2028 elections. We not get for stand for them. Let SLPP self know that. We not get for stand for them. So we stand united in the APC.
Madam Mayor, let we look at few of the messages them we don't coincide. They will come back to you for let you go respond. I go start for read from Facebook. Kelly Silvanos Harding, they say, Madam Mayor, your integrity has been questioned over the years by we Fritonians as corrupt mayor. What do you have to say about it?
All right, we take more messages. I go begin read from the YouTube channel. The very first one from Ronald George Stone. Sorry. It say it's funny that APC aspirants are vying for flag bearer when the June 24th, 2023 elections results aren't been released. It's failure on your principles. Should the APC not get the final results first?
Ibrahim Sia Kamara, they say Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer Obi is developmentally oriented. She stands better to rule Sierra Leone.
All right, we look at small messages. This one say, Madam, all right, she's not here in the capacity of a mayor. They say all government institutions must go beyond its mandate because nothing fruitful has been felt by millions of Sierra Leoneans.
Victor Kalon, they say the mayor is a British citizen, so she cannot be president of Sierra Leone.
John Idris Koroma say Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer is a gem. She understands the basics and she can be the most qualified flag bearer.
James Austin Small, if you know anyone better than Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer for flag bearer, raise your hand and justify.
Laura Kamara said we need a president who could bring a change and prosperity to Sierra Leone. Are you the one? If so, what's your blueprint for the nation?
Bashiru Bunduka, they say, see how Aki-Sawyeer is complimenting the Minister of Tourism. This means she is nationalistic and sincere with governance. I'm proud of her leadership and all she does for a beautiful city.
This one say, I'm afraid there is bitter division in both major parties where principles have been violated, but it's nothing new in Sierra Leone politics.
This one, they say, Mayor is a British citizen. Hope she knows our constitution do not allow dual citizenship to contest. Liberty TV, can you ask her about it?
This one, they ask, say, please ask the mayor if the APC has published any application for any position.
Lolo Gasparini, they say, please ask him if Natu say he gets British passport.
Alfred Thompson 5987 say can't take care of return, you go able to rule salon.
All right, from the messages and they who they come now to Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer for respond, Madam Mayor.
So for the policy we say corruption allegations, I mean, we don't touch on that earlier. Corruption, you can tell person say the accusing of corruption, but if corruption happen, you get for say something lost. You know, there's no corruption where nothing no loss. Wait, the corruption come out, and all the investigations we don't be done as don't result in absolutely nothing. When Parliament can we go, I show them all the reports, then still do a special audit. You know, so they not ever report on the audit. Why? Because the audits come out clean. So they're not kind of the media for can tell us say the audits come out clean, but the audits come out clean. And it be audited every year. If you look at the issues, the way they be talked about in terms of corruption, at no point in time, nobody not able to say, this is what mayor take, naya mayor steal, nothing, all na propaganda. So we go continue for look as propaganda. And as I say, anybody want to investigate further, let them please go ahead. I'll not get nothing for hide. June 2023 elections. Well, we know say the June 2023 elections were rigged. The results were rigged. We know say the disaggregated results were never published. We know say after being on boycott for a number of months, the then leader of the party, along with the leadership, asked we for go to Bintumani and negotiate a way forward. And I believe his words were to me at the time, no war, no day, we're not the end, not the table. So we go to the negotiating table, he signed the agreement for national unity. The agreement for national unity lead to the tripartite agreement where he signed. The tripartite agreement requires reforms where they go through, where we challenge the implementation of those reforms. But in terms of the process for pull the June 23 elections results, that should have been a court action, which wasn't taken. So where we are today, I know there's a whole body of people we call themselves electoral justice. We continue to talk about these results. I think say waiting me on focus that for make sure say this not repeat, which is why, as I said before, one of the things that we don't really put me attention to as Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer, as an aspirant for the APC flagbearer position, now for not let any breeze pass between me and that process day, for really follow them closely. Because for let we ensure, say, we not suffer the same injustice where we suffer in 2023. The reforms need for be done and they need for be done correctly. And the question of disaggregated results will not feature among the 80 recommendations. I don't know how many people didn't realize that. Enough feature among the 80 recommendations. It's essential, say, that those be addressed. And I'm really happy, say, there's work being done with support of partners for ensure, say, ECSL make sure in the next election we not get that same misuse, misinterpretation of the act where they're hiding for not publish the disaggregated results. So that's my position on 2023. Sadly, waiting me for be done wasn't done at the time, but I'm not going to get into the electoral justice, their own thinking. Me know waiting the party do, and I know the process where we go through. I know how much me fed for letting results and they come out. As it happens, me know to be the leader of the party. As the leader of the party, there is no way SLPP could get away with that again. The person will say millions of people have not benefited. That's precisely why we get for pull SLPP. You talk about a government position. The mayor of Freetown is not responsible for Sierra Leone as a whole. So I totally agree with you. Millions of people then they suffer, and millions of people then they under the leadership, under the government of the current ruling government, when we get for pull them. Person say bitter division day within the party. Again, I make the point, I think say this is a projection. This is not part of the propaganda for discourage people. The APC is not divided. The APC is going through a competition, inevitable, not part of democracy. We know the collapse because of that. So waiting we all for do. Now if we be positive in the support we give, we own flag bearer aspirants. Try not for tear down your company. Talk waiting you don't do, waiting you stand for, not go on the attack. Somebody asked if applications then they out. Well, you don't see from the PPRC ruling, say the application fees don't be confirmed. You not go put an application form out. You not get confirmation yet from PPRC of the rules will include the application fees. So now a sequence. The fees have now been confirmed, and the next thing we go expect for see now the application forms. Somebody talk about not being able to handle Freetown and therefore not handling Sierra Leone. I don't handle Freetown. I go really want for their person bear in mind, say this is a city where key urban functions not in the hand of the mayor. Road maintenance, not in the city council. Water provision, not in a city council. Light provision, not in a city council. Road planning, building permits, land use planning, all them functions there. Where na in you go say where you put them all together. Now other countries, other cities, now the city council, they handle the thing and they all. In we own case, no to we. So you go see Freetown, you say you're not able to handle Freetown, but no waiting our roles and responsibilities according to the act. So that when you make the judgment, you the judge based on the reality and not to based on supposition. I think somebody asked about tourism. Then say tourism. I talk about tourism, yes, because I know they are for fet, for the sake of fighting. Give honor where honor is due. Ultimately, if I been get the level of cooperation and collaboration where I go expect say sometime if not be an SLPP mayor, then I had me for GAM, we really may foresee a difference. But unfortunately, tendency day in some quarters, not to all man, in some quarters, for look at me, instead of seeing me as the mayor of Freetown, for see me as opposition. And I think there were 3 questions on citizenship. Mm-hmm. Yes, of course I know the law of Salon. And I know full well say you cannot contest for be the flag bearer if you get dual citizenship. So yes, that's the answer.
But you're not to sin?
At the time of the election, I will not be.
You did denounce your citizenship?
Absolutely.
For carrying on for certain?
Absolutely.
Or you wait after I get the flag bearer?
No. I mean, it depends on the rules. But I have every intention to do that. I did contest for this as a Sierra Leonean citizen only.
All right, so to that end, we go left you breach your citizenship. For now, they consider you as to sim. Well, when I don't hear from Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer, he don't share in dreams, he don't share all what he feels say if in party delegates them elect him for be the flag bearer for the APC in a contest with other candidates them we go for one from various political party for be the first female president of Sierra Leone. Well, now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. We come to you live from Liberty TV, and this morning we host Yvonne Aki-Sawyeer. We also na mayor of Freetown, but there this morning the capacity as flag bearer aspirant for the All People's Congress. If you don't follow Liberty TV, we don't count different people that we don't show the intention, say they want for one for the flag bearer position. We will continue for bring them for now and can share their vision for Sierra Leone. Now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to the production team, Alex Torrance Koroma. We produce the program, Musa Sao Koroma, and in team we give technical support to the production team. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say continue for watch Liberty TV throughout the day, as this now the only digital platform where they practice credible journalism. Have a good day.
All right, until we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get a good day and stay safe.
At Farmhouse, freshness isn't just a promise, it's our way of life. From raw and smoked catfish to kanya peppers, beignet, rice and gari kanya and natai. From premium crayfish, ogiri and fufu to smoked chicken, fresh eggs from the farm to the fridge, country chicken and garden fresh vegetables. Try our habanero pepper, gari, hot pepper sauce, pure honey and so much more. All locally produced, organically grown, harvested fresh every day and hygienically processed. A fresher taste, healthier foods, stronger communities. Farmhouse, fresh from our farms to your home. Visit Farmhouse at 1 Fode Drive Hill Station, Freetown. Call +232 74 000044.
Please get light soap.
Soba kaiba don't do am.
Eh?
Me phone and they charge. Me also always get light. Me picking and able for study. Me na soba kaiba.
You dey enjoy.
I for enjoy.
Yes, so plenty Soba Kaiba don boss. The mega campaign all over the country. When they turn all man to Soba Kaiba, just die and star 500 ash for activate the Soba Kaiba offer and talk Boku or die and ash 144 ash or use Maxit for pay with orange money anytime, any size and stand chance for win. Soba price them every week like Solar kits them. Okada generator and every month one person go win keke or they give you the power for build your life, support your family and better your community. You self can live the Soba Kaiba life.
Orange.
Building tomorrow today with Right Move. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Right Move Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Right Move, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Right Move Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.